All right, ladies and gents, what you're looking at is the first copy or whatever they call it from 1972 of Chicago. I think there's a couple good songs on here. Not the only good song on this record is Saturday in Park. All right, so it's got some damage to it, as you can see here. Okay. Oh, it's old. It is definitely old. And then I got some damage right here. It's coming apart right there. So I'm going to use some glue and I'm going to try and fix this before it gets way too bad. But it is old and I paid $6 for it. And they had a couple more records there. I should have bought them, but I didn't. And I might go back and get them if they're still there. That will be. It was an antique shop here in town. So, all right. So I'm going to get some glue, and I'm going to use a Q-tip. And I'm going to glue this thing back together. Try and save the original cover. Right? The original cover. Where do we start first? Okay. I'm going to start up here on this long seam here. This is fast drying. I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to put you don't want to use a lot because you want the record to be able to slide back in there. Hey, Wolf, how you doing? Okay. Now, I'm going to hurry up and do this backside and then put some weight on it. And I can say this much. This record is so thin. It's unreal. All right, now we got to stop this from peeling. So we are going to put some glue on here. As best as we can with this Q-tip. Glue. Get some more here. All right. Put some on this side now. You don't need tons of it where it's squirting out all over the side. All right, I think that's going to be enough right now. We're going to go with that. Hello, Miss W. Fox. All right. Now I'm going to work this way with like something straight edge to work the glue out. Oh, wow, this stuff sets up fast. And that's cool. It's already sticking. All right, where was my over here? No, I'm going to push this down far enough. And I've got glue up here. All right, now I'm going to set this right on that, like so. Move my T. I'm going to slide this that away. And now I need something to set right here with some weight. Look at the binding. It's if I got some marker, some wood paneling dark marker. I wonder if I should dab the ends up or just leave it. 1972. All right, I need something else real quick with some weight on it. The microphone. All right. Now let's wait a couple minutes because this is fast drying glue. All right, we'll wait and see here. Give it a few minutes. And then I'm just going to touch up maybe, I don't know, maybe I will do it or just leave it original, like War on the Ends. They did have a copy of a Led Zeppelin record. I forget which one it was. The one with the old man carrying the bundles of sticks. Was that Zeppelin 4? I think it was Zeppelin 4. The original copy, though. The thing looked like it was pretty dang old. I probably should have bought it. And they had a couple more Chicago records, which I should have bought them. And maybe I will. I think they only wanted like $7, $8 for them. Move this over a little bit. If I can get it to stick on there. So what do I do? Do I touch it up with dark marker on the ends, or just let it go? I think I'll just let it go. It smells old. Maybe I'll wipe oil or something, or not oil, disinfectant or whatever it is. And now we wait for the glue to dry. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. It says tight bond fast acting or whatever. Seems like it's sticking. All right, it's working. Okay, now I have a little bit on this side, as you can see. Came apart. So we are going to glue that, but this is the side that holds the record. So make sure you get the record all the way in there. Get the cover. You can see that. Get the cover all the way in there. Slid to the one side so you don't glue it. Can't get the record out. All right, let's do this. Put this over here. Okay, a little bit more on this side right here. Don't need a ton of glue. All right, now let's work this in there. On both sides of the record, both sides of the All right, let it sit open a minute to air out or start drying. And then we are going to do the same thing. Lay that down, work it this way. Now I'm going to put this weight on it. You're going to let that sit on there for a couple minutes. And then I think I got it all glued together. I can tell you one thing. It certainly does look like it is from 1972. It even smells like it. kind of shocked the record itself is in pretty good shape. I think that did it. Now I'm just going to keep pressure on that. Look it down here in the corner where I glued it. It's staying down. All right, hopefully that works. Columbia Records. You know, I thought this was a 2-album record, but I guess not. It's like an old piece of panel. It's like an old piece of panel, but I think this is the record they did when they were out there in Denver at that ranch that they took over for a year or two. It was a recording studio in the mountains, and it was all wood. The whole recording studio, it was a log cabin. And I think that's what this record was from. Was pretty much the log cabins that they stayed in. So now I'm going to wipe it all down. Oh, look at this. This is coming off. See that? See that right there? See that? I got to glue that down. Give me another. Q-tip. All right. Where is... Let's leave that on there for a few minutes. Oh boy, it's almost midnight. No, it don't include Saturday on the couch. My mistake. You're really pushing my names. You've been busting my chip, calling me names, all kinds of stuff. You got no proof, no record, no police record of anything that you claim. What do you think this is? One of the idiot Delphi YouTube channels that are just going to take whatever you say or whatever without show me the record of anything that you claim in the whatever you're doing. Show me the record, police record, whatever you want to call it, that hasn't been made up by one of these crazy YouTubers with police family. Just making up warrants and fake shit. They have no idea. We thought it was real. Turns out it wasn't. No, probably wasn't. No, all right, I'll lighten up. But the only reason I'm lightening up because I'm in a good mood because I got a new Chicago record. Well, it's old, but I should go back to see what else they had. I know they had a Led Zeppelin. They had a couple more Chicago albums, old, right? Like old. Covers all faded. No, I don't. I always loved the way they did the Chicago name, the way they wrote Chicago. I always liked the name and the way the label of the band was the Chicago, the early Chicago years. All right, let's check this. That worked. It's down. Oops, got a little bit here on this side. Let's glue her down, boys. Let's glue her down. Now they can say bad stuff if they want, Debbie. It's their opinion. Of course, they have nothing to back it up with. That's the funny thing. All right, put this back down. I'll set that on there for a minute. All right. No, I'm not wearing slacks. Let me move it over a little bit. Make sure you keep pressure on it until it shuts up. All right, I think that'll do it. I think we pretty much got it. Oh my God, that is in bad shape. We survived, but it's all glued up now. I do believe. I do believe it'll be good. All right, there we go. And that concludes gluing up an old record, which I might be doing this again if I get them other records. They were in about the same shape. But they're original releases first. Press from that year or whatever. Milk crates filled with records. So you can go through there all day looking at records. They're mainly old records, but sometimes you come across a good one. They had like 4 or 5 of them that were good there. Frampton, Comes Alive, Led Zeppelin, like 3 or 4 more Chicago's. They had an Allman Brothers. And I didn't even look through all of them. There was stacks of them in milk crates. But all right, there you go. That's your Glue DY, your record. It's all set to go. You folks have a good night. Nope, only get this one album. I mean, if you ask me, there's only 1 or 2 good songs. Saturday in the Park, which is great. Saturday here in the park. And then there's a couple instrumentals on it, which are pretty good. But other than that, that was it. I think the this record in 1972 came out, and the best on it that went to number one or something, or number three, was Saturday in the Park. So if you ask me, the only good song on here is Saturday in the Park. Like instrumentals. Like I said, there's a couple good instrumentals. It's a good record. I mean, but the only one song I really was interested in is Day in the Park. There's Lane again, causing trouble. He got timed out. I don't know. One day he'll learn, I guess. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Be safe. We got rain coming, I think, the next couple days. Tomorrow night, or Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday. Rain and possible thunderstorms. So be safe. I'll talk to you folks later.